Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. This is Earthchild Tarot. This is going to be your December 2022 general messages. As I'm giving you this reading, Virgo, it's the Gemini full moon today and tomorrow. So I am wishing you guys a beautiful new year in 2023. I'm wishing you guys confident communication next year. I'm wishing everybody, who have plans that they haven't acted on yet or haven't, gotten off the ground yet, that's going to improve or better your lives. I pray that 2023 brings you the opportunities to do so. So happy Virgo, or happy Gemini full moon, you guys. So Virgo, this is going to be for December 2022. These are general messages, so whatever my spiritual team or my spirit guides or ancestors or angels speak to me about for you, which is your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, those are the 4 placements that I'm reading for. I hope to resonate. I intend to resonate with those 4 placements. If you have Virgo in any of those placements, one or more of those, within those placements, whatever resonates, keep it. Whatever doesn't, toss it out. I do not take that personal. That's totally fine. But there's also beautiful tarot card readers out there who, have other spiritual teams or spirit guides who have other messages for you that may be similar to what I tell you or completely different. So it just depends on whether your energy resonates with mine or not at this time, or whether my spirit guides are relating to you in some way, shape, or form, or in relaying that message to you. So remember, these are general and it's not going to resonate with everyone. If this message does not resonate with you, also feel free to check out your other signs, as I have read for sun, moon, rising, or Venus for those signs as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it, Virgo. For those of you who are interested in the cards that I'm using within this reading, I will list them in the description box below for those of you who are interested. Okay, so we're going to see from this particular oracle deck, there are 3 cards that I'm going to pull. So just bear with me. And it's going to speak to you about what planet, house, or sign is at the forefront for you in the month of December of the year 2022, okay? My beautiful Virgos, sun, moon, rising, or Venus spirit guides. For December of the year 2022, what planet is at the forefront for them? For the month of December 2022 for the sign of Virgo, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Let's see, Virgo. You have Mercury. Wow. That is insane. I believe that's your energy, Virgo. Definitely Virgo. Your energy, that's very interesting that your planet came through for you for this month. And it says the awareness of many thoughts about or from many words. Communication, analyze, let your mind tell you how to, etc. whatever it is that you're dealing with, okay? So this is definitely about pondering, definitely thinking before you speak, being aware of what you're saying, understanding what is triggering that form of communication, whatever that communication might be, whether it's aggressive or peaceful, whatever, right? Or very emotional, whatever emotion is behind your communication to someone else or to just people in general, to Virgo. It's really good to be aware of that. But also not just thinking before you speak, but also being aware of others and how they're communicating with you. It could be that this month in December there's someone who says something to you and it just sticks with you, And it could stick with you in a good way or a bad way. It all depends on who the person is. It depends on how they say it and their intentions behind what they're saying to you. So overall, what I'm getting is communication in general is very important for you. Now, Mercury will be, your planet will be in retrograde this month in December until early January. In Capricorn. So this is definitely giving you a bit of a push, Virgo. It's giving you a little bit of a push when it comes to communication. If it's not giving you a push, then it's really pushing you to stop and think about how you communicate with others and how others may be communicating with you at this time. So that your planet came out. I cannot make that up. So let's go ahead and see which one of your houses, or what house is at the forefront for you. What house will be affected or affecting you in the month of December 2022. Let's see, for my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. For December of the year 2022, for their December 2022 messages for my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Which one of their houses will be affected in December 2022? Or what house will be affected for them? Okay, you have the 4th house. So this is, as it says, support and security. Sorry if you guys can't see the cards properly. The lighting is not the best right now, but I hope to improve that over time. But you guys, Virgo, this can definitely be a family situation. It can be a roommate situation. It can be a significant other that you live with. Someone or a group of people that you share resources with, where the home is very important to you. There are those of you, your homebodies, and being at home is very important to you. And therefore, because maybe you want to spend more time at home, or you have been spending more time at home, you've become very particular with the energies that come in and out of your front door. Some of you guys need to cleanse your house regularly. Maybe it can be once a week, once a month, whatever, There's just something regarding the home that, or just regarding your sense of security, and again, pondering whether you feel secure in your own home, whether you feel at home within yourself, and does that stem from ancestral or familial insecurities or traits or genetics or traumas that you may have faced in the past? And maybe that's something that you actually need to communicate to someone, whether it be a therapist, your own family, a family member that you trust, your significant other, okay, a friend that you live with, or a roommate. All right, where maybe for some of you, there's something that needs to be discussed with someone so that they understand what you need to feel secure as you share a roof together, as you share walls together. If this is not so much security within your home, this is about just feeling secure as a person. Because it also says, as you did in the past. So this can be past living situations or something that happened in the past within your home, a home that you had in the past, you know, you may not live there anymore. Definitely overall about your sense of security as a person, because no matter where you live, no matter where you find yourself in your life, if you are not at home with yourself and you're not confident in who you are, Virgo, you're going to kind of feel lost no matter where you go. And I just get the sense that there are those of you, you have a lot to say. You have a lot of things to say. Or maybe there was a lot of, maybe you didn't, maybe growing up or at a certain time in your life, there was a time where you really had a lot to say, but no one, you felt that there was a specific person or a specific group of people, maybe in your family, who did not give you the space or the time to speak. They would never pass the mic to you. It was like everybody else had something to say about you or had something to say about what they were doing, but you were never given the chance to speak about how you felt or what you were trying to do or any ideas that you may have had. And that can be tough. That can be really tough. And maybe you find yourself now, like in December, you're just feeling, you know what, I need to speak up. I'm just gonna take the floor. I'm just gonna talk. Anybody who tries to shut you down, Virgo, or tries to, you know, disrespect you, or when you're trying to speak, they may fan you off or make you feel like, oh no, like what, that's ridiculous, you know. That's trivial. That's stupid. You know, you may need to actually come to terms with that person or who they are and realize that they don't respect you. They don't respect your voice. They don't want you to have a voice. Or maybe they're just so unaware of the fact that, you know, they're doing that to you, which is kind of ridiculous, you know. But you have a lot of thoughts. You have a lot built up inside of you. For some of you, you have a lot built up inside of you where you just kind of feel like, okay, I really need to get this off my chest now because it's going to make me sick or it's going to just drive me nuts, right? So let's see what sign is at the forefront for you, Virgo, for the month of December of the year 2022. For my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, what sign is at the forefront? That's interesting. Leo wanted to show up. So that's that confidence there. It says self-confidence, taking a chance, leadership, do what you want. Capricorn, yeah. So you have goals, you have dreams, you have things you want to achieve. So it's interesting that you ended up getting 2 yellow cards here, Capricorn and Leo. So it's that leadership. So some of you guys, there is a Leo or a Capricorn of significance here, whether it be a family member, a friend, a roommate, a significant other, whether you're married to them or not, your parents, your grandparents, or this can just be yourself. Maybe you have Capricorn or Leo in your chart, okay? And you're really coming to terms with certain people in your life who just kind of like treat you like you're a fly. Like, you know, whenever you try to talk or say something, or you talk about your beliefs, or you talk about what you want to achieve, they're just like, yeah. Like, that sounds good. That's cute. You know, you just feel like you're not really being, and this is not for all of you. Some of you guys just feel like you're not being taken seriously. And this is where the analyzing comes in and really understanding, okay, who in this room or who in my life takes me seriously and who doesn't, and how should I communicate my thoughts on that to them. And I'm gonna just say this right now, Virgo, these people, if when you do bring this up to them, If they still don't change their ways, then they're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. Got Taurus at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, what's funny, all these cards are yellow. That's funny. Well, no, they're not. Some of them are orange. That's interesting. But anyway, you have Taurus at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely about security, y'all. It's about taking care of yourself. So if you're trying to get somebody to take care of you, or getting somebody to show that they care about you, that they love you, and they just won't, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, please. It's not worth it. If you feel, if there's people who made you feel like you were just like a small energy, like you weren't worth their time, or you weren't worth listening to, that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. But overall, again, if that's not the case, then you need to find your own sense of security, not based on someone else's security or how they go about, gaining security and support from others. What is it that Virgo needs? Because not everybody's sense of security is created equal. It's not the same. Okay? So you got a Capricorn, a Leo here. You got your planet Mercury. You have the 4th house here. All right? So very, very huge energy on communication and security, just within yourself, within your soul, within your heart and mind. I also see this as heart chakra space. So some of you guys, your heart chakra, it's been lacking a little bit in your life. Okay, let's pull 2 more oracle messages for you guys. We're going to pull a crystal oracle message for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, for December of the year 2022, spirit guides for my beautiful Virgo people. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for December of the year 2022. You have bloodstone. So there's definitely some shit that needs to be cut off. This may be a bit of a challenge. Okay. And we're actually going to read this card. We're going to read both of these oracle messages that I'm going to pull right now. But I'm going to read this one real quick for bloodstone. That is very deep. It's very, very beautiful, actually. I'm actually happy to see that. But I want to read what the book says. And it's card number 11. So that's another number that's very significant, I feel like. For a lot of you, it could be maybe the age of 11. That's when you kind of started to realize that you were kind of the odd one out, or that people didn't take you seriously. Like 11, it could have been 11 years old for you, Virgo, was a tough time. Maybe 11 on up. It's just tough. Especially for those of you who may have a Leo in your life, and they're a parent. Or you have a Leo for a significant other, and maybe they have Capricorn in their chart. Or for those of you who have Leo in your chart and Capricorn, like, you're meant for great things here. You're meant to accomplish some amazing things here. However, it seems that the universe kind of started your life out when you were born to be a little bit of a challenge, because you had to push through some karmic cycles. And this is a part of that right now. Okay. So we have bloodstone, and it says perseverance. It says you are a magical being, an amalgam of your individuality, your family, and your environment. There's that word family, y'all. Let go of the past. Look closely at your ancestral line. Recognize toxic patterns subconsciously running your life. Break away and be strong. You may be unnecessarily aggressive or defensive. There goes that communication I was telling you guys about. Acknowledge mistakes and let inner disharmonies be transmuted. Detoxification and chaos precede transmutation. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open. Obstacles are swept away, and romance blossoms. Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived. A farewell is called for. Mourn appropriately and let go. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive. Nourish your blood and you revitalize your whole body. This stone is aligned with your lower chakras, so your sacral, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. Okay. Aries and Libra and Pisces may also be of significance as zodiac signs. And then the soul path is freedom from the past. So Virgo, your family, your ancestral background, okay? For those of you, maybe this is cultural, where depending on how old you were or your gender or your way of life or your career path, maybe culturally, depending on what culture you were born into, maybe you just were never taken seriously because of a certain, maybe your gender or a certain path that you had taken, or your gender identity at some point. This bloodstone energy is trying to free you from the past. Your ancestors, yes, they are connected to you, okay? Your ancestral background, yes, you are connected to that. Definitely, we all are connected to our ancestors in some way, shape, or form, for good and bad. But you cannot carry your ancestors' weight with you, their burdens. You are not responsible for your parents. You're not responsible for your parents' healing or your grandparents. No child, especially if when you were a child, if there's anybody in your family who makes you feel responsible for your family, like you're supposed to lead your family someplace, but they're not doing the same to actually improve themselves, you may need to let that go, and that may be a huge challenge, especially if it's a cultural thing, because that's kind of huge, right? If it's traditional. Maybe it's just traditional in your culture or in your family to lead your family, or to be a certain, to take on a certain career, to make a certain amount of money, or to live a certain lifestyle, right? But for those of you who kind of kind of veered off into your own direction, maybe you were kind of treated like an outcast, okay? It just depends. It doesn't always have to be family. Okay, it can be with friendships, it could be with your relationships. Maybe you married someone, or you were engaged to someone, or you're in a relationship with someone who's very traditional and they follow their family traditions, but you're kind of like, I don't really care about that, and maybe that kind of triggers that person, and you may have conflict with that person because you are willing to just be the Leo in the situation, right? You're willing to go after what you want unapologetically. And maybe now in December, you're starting to realize that you need to communicate these things, and that's probably going to trigger people even more and make them even more upset. Am I making sense? Sorry, y'all. But for a lot of you, what I'm seeing is family. Okay, even for those of you who may feel like, no, me and my family are cool. There may be some subconscious energies here that you need to face. Okay? But if this is not family, this is just in general your sense of security as a person. And how that may be connected to your family. I'm not saying that your family has to be super toxic and they don't take you seriously. You may have a beautiful family, but there may have been some traumas that your mom went through, your grandmother went through, and you are starting to break that generational cycle. Or maybe the universe has kind of placed that onto you, and it's just like, okay, it ends with you now. And maybe you're kind of feeling challenged and you don't know if that's the right path for you. I don't know. It depends on where you're at with this and what you're dealing with within this this space of finding security and support within your life. Okay, so we're going to pull one more oracle message, you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and pull the tarot as we near the ending of your reading. Okay, for my beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, for their December 2022 messages. For my beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, for their December 2022 messages. Wow. You have the card of responsibility, card number 24. Some of you guys, 24 is significant. Could be a date. It could be an age. Maybe the age of 24 is or was a very interesting time for you. Bottom of the deck, you have evolution. So maybe at age 24, something clicked and you were just like, I'm done carrying this. I'm done feeling lost. I want to feel secure in my life. I want to be confident in myself. Some of you guys, you just want to have your own space. Some of you guys just want to have your own home. You just love being at home. Maybe you want to renovate your home. You want to move. You want to, you want to find a home where you just feel like, yes, I can die here. You know what I mean? I can be buried here. There are those of you who are looking for that. Okay, whether you're looking for it with your family, your significant other, or just on your own. Okay, could be that as well. But first, there is a situation with feeling secure within yourself first. So that's also a part of that journey, just letting you know that. So this card, and this is what the card looks like. You do have the hummingbird, this beautiful hummingbird. And it says close to the heart. The direction is east, and the card is yellow. It says yellow here. It says hummingbirds move with grace and focused direction. I will say before I finish reading this, Virgo, that hummingbirds do have a connection to family. Like a very peaceful, tranquil home and family life. So definitely some family interest, like family issues being resolved, or having some really hard conversations with family, even if it's your own family, if it's your significant other and your kids, or if you guys don't have children, it's just you and your significant other, because I consider even two people being a unit under one roof, that's a family, right? Whether you're married to them or not. If you're sharing resources with them, that's somewhat of a family unit. But in my opinion. But it says hummingbirds move with grace and focused direction. So should we, all in matters of the heart. Your ability to respond has a sense of harmony. You have music, like the bamboo flute with the winds of heaven blowing through it. You carry sacred feathers and send messages to the Great Spirit with your flight. From this divine perspective, you can see love. When another invites you in, you enter with openness and compassion. You feel their truth, be it music or ideas. You take responsibility for responding in kind. Are you creating barriers, or can you respond? True intimacy comes from an equal willingness to give and receive. You cannot be pulled into something if you are not going there already. So you guys, when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to your family relationships, whether you are close to your family now or not, whether you're talking to them or not, whether you choose to continue to put up with the toxicity of other people, or whether you choose to go on your own path and be more committed to yourself and what you want in your own, and supporting yourself and manifesting or attracting people in your life who are actually going to support you and make you feel secure, or bring a sense of security into your life that you have already started to build for yourself. Just understand, whether you choose one or the other, the toxicity, to put up with the toxicity or to not put up with it, you're responsible for that direction. So you can't blame anybody else. If you find yourself stuck in a situation where you just feel belittled, you don't feel respected, guess what? You're making the choice to stay there, Virgo. I'm not saying that you have to break up with anybody. I'm not saying that you have to leave your family high and dry and you don't need to talk to them no more. What I'm saying is you need to pull your energy back. You need to start, really thinking about how to have these conversations and let people know, I'm not putting up with this anymore. You're not going to take advantage of my energy. The next time that we do see each other, I don't want to hear that bullshit. You know what I mean? That's the type of communication I feel. I'm not saying you have to say it exactly like that, but you know what I mean? That type of attitude where you're just not putting up with it anymore. If there's someone in your life, family, friend, roommate, significant other, whatever, sibling, cousin, aunt, uncle, grandparent, if there's people who do not take you seriously as an adult, when you're doing the best that you can to show love and respect to others, and you've worked hard maybe to accomplish something in your life, whether it be through a career or education, Virgo, and people are still kind of pushing your buttons because they don't feel like they should take you seriously. Maybe it's because of their viewpoint or perspective of you when you were little. which is not fair, right? But people do that. You know, I have Virgo in my chart. Okay, you guys, I'm a Leo, but I got a lot of Virgo in my chart, and I understand how that can feel, you know, when you're just doing the best that you can to be the best person that you can be, to love and support others, but for some reason there's just certain people who underestimate you. And it could be from their perspective from when you were little, or when they met you as an adult, they already automatically started judging you, and they started talking to you a certain way that was a bit disrespectful and made you feel belittled. You should probably start having some conversations, or just, if it's not a conversation that you need to have, you need to put somebody in their place and just be like, okay, we're done with the belittlement. We're done with this pattern of behavior, or at least I'm done with it, right? Just kind of making that clear to someone, you know, who needs to hear it, because some people are just oblivious, and they're stuck in their own way, they're stuck in their ego, and they don't consider others that they feel shouldn't be considered. Okay, this is very interesting. I don't know, Virgo, I'm just getting a feeling that there are those of you, you have somebody in your midst, you have somebody surrounding you who is an enemy. They're not a friend. And sometimes it's in your own family. And that sucks, right? That sucks. You can have people in your own family who do not care about you. They want to see you fall. They want to see you down there. They want to look down on you. They don't want to ever look up at you. They don't want to ever have you on the same level as them. But you may have to force them to respect you, or they can go someplace else and go make fun of somebody else. They may mess with the wrong person, though, the next time. So let's go ahead and see. I'm sorry about the attitude, Virgo, but that's just what I'm feeling for you. Like, there's somebody for some of you in your midst. They're just a bully, or they just don't consider others, and you don't need that in your life anymore. My beautiful Virgos for December of the year 2022. My beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Yep, you got the Ace of Cups wanting to come out. Judgment. Beautiful Virgos for, yep, and you got the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So, yes, there are those of you, and some of you guys, this can be at work, okay? I see the Eight of Pentacles as definitely work environment. Maybe you don't feel secure at your job, all right? Or maybe the career choice that you made, you don't feel secure in that. Maybe it's because your family don't support you and you're starting to second guess yourself. Or maybe you're in a career that your family felt that you should be in, but you're like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this. I want to do what I want to do. Something that I'm passionate about. But you have two aces here. You have the swords, Ace of Swords, and you have the Ace of Cups. So this is about your emotions, your feelings, your spirit, your love, your heart chakra. But this is also about your throat chakra as well. It's about your thoughts. It's about awareness. It's about thinking before you speak. And when it's time to speak, you speak clearly. You say it once and that's it. If people don't understand it, then too late, too bad, right? Tough shit. But then we have the Judgment card. So you got two aces and a major arcana. So with the Judgment card here, like, this angel is here. You have a spirit guide. You have the universe, your creator, what have you, your higher self coming to you, letting you know, like, it's time to blow some people out of the water, so to speak. It's time to really give somebody a wake-up call, a reality check for how they've been treating you. The Judgment card is like, this is a time where there's no excuses now. You've been given chance after chance after chance to straighten up and to actually better yourself, right? And I see this as the people surrounding you, whoever is not taking you seriously, or whoever makes you feel insecure or has made you feel insecure in the past. This person is actually getting a wake-up call. And this, I feel like it's through you going after what you want. And anytime this person tries to rear their ugly head, you're just like, nope, I'm not taking anything that you got to say seriously right now. It's BS, and I don't want to have any part of it. I'm not even going to entertain it, right? Yeah, this is beautiful, Virgo. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Clarify these beautiful tarot cards for my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for December of the year 2022. Clarify these tarot cards, spirit guides. It's almost like seeing the Judgment card too. It's like you have 20/20 vision. It's like you see things clearly now. You see somebody for who they really are. If you had any kind of fog or rose-colored glasses on before, they are off now with this Ace of Swords. Now you understand, okay, this person was actually the small energy that they tried to make me out to be. Death. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. That's that Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So some of you guys, there's a Scorpio who's going to fill your cup. There's a new friend, a new significant other, a family member that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while, or maybe there's a family member who's going to stand up to you and end this with you, or, you know, put somebody down, or like have somebody sit down somewhere. But I really do see this as the universe is bringing in, and again, with the Death card, it means transformation. I know it looks scary, but you guys, it looks scary, but you have to go after what you want. This is a must. You're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. Once again, I'm not saying that, you know, there's a breakup that's going to happen or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that your family's going to disown you. What I'm saying, and even if it does, if that's the case, I'm not saying that that's what I'm seeing. I'm just saying that with the Death card here, this is huge transformation, transmuting energies, and this is pretty much you standing firm in who you are and making the decision to go after what you want. And that's going to change your life. You're going to feel so changed, and you're going to realize, you know what, I can't really turn back now, because once death is here, there is no turning back. There is no, it's not like the Tower card where it's just like, bam, things are changing, you don't have a choice. It's more like, okay, things are just going to start changing now, and you either decide to like go with it or just be dragged by the ear. You know what I mean? That's what I see the Death card as, this Scorpio energy. So there may be a Scorpio of significance, but all I see is that this is going to happen. This is going to change. The universe is going to start changing things in your family, or changing things with your job, to where you're going to be granted the opportunity to speak up, or to just go after what you want. You're going to be granted a cup, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be a blessing. And I would say take it, Virgo. I wouldn't say no to it. Yep. Two of Wands. You got the world in your hand. The world is your oyster here. The world is yours. The universe is like, it's here with the Judgment card. With Judgment and Two of Wands here, that's Aries. That is Mars energy. This is energy of go after it now. Don't waste any time. Don't let fear get in the way and fog your vision. The time is now. There's no excuse as to why you can't take this opportunity, whatever this opportunity is. Whoever's trying to hold you back, no. Nope. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Swords. Like, you're going to see so clearly, Virgo, what you've been holding yourself back from. You're going to see so clearly these people who have been trying to trip you up and bully you and belittle you. You're going to realize that's not what I deserve. I deserve this. I know what I deserve. You're going to see that the people actually see that you actually are capable of this. They're just trying to keep you back. Queen of Swords, Gemini energy. That's you. Cut these people off, or really, have some hard conversation, or just, speak the truth and just let somebody know. The Queen of Swords, she's not afraid to tell you about yourself. She is not afraid to just be like, look, you're being an asshole. You're being stupid. You're belittling me, and I'm sick of it. Grow up. The Queen of Swords doesn't care. She'll tell you about yourself. She doesn't care about, who's listening and who's watching and who's around to witness her say what she's got to say or cut somebody off. She's just going to say it. It doesn't matter who feels embarrassed or feels like, oh my God, I can't believe that Virgo said that. It's like, we don't got time to care about people's feelings, because this person, whoever this person is that you're going to be saying this to, or whoever you're cutting off here, or whatever you're cutting off in your life, it was not serving you. It was not making you feel secure or supported. And if this is a person who's been bullying you, or belittling you and not taking you seriously, they didn't care about how you felt. So you're at that point where it's like, I don't have time to care about how this person feels, right? Because they've been a burden to you. That's not fair. So I do see you going after what you want, Virgo. There's so much change coming your way, and you're going to see so clearly. So please, your advice at this time, when you see who your enemies are and you see them for who they are and what they are, take it as truth. Do not try to explain it away or reason with yourself as to why they're not that bad of a person. No, if this person does not take you seriously, once again, I'm not saying you got to break up. If you got to break up with somebody, do so, okay? Walk away. But there is somebody who really needs to hear about themselves, and it's going to be the hard truth. It's not holding back, okay? You don't hold back. Think about it, ponder it, and then say it. Okay? Whoever this person is, they could be a Scorpio, they could be a Leo, they could be a Capricorn, okay? They could be an Aries, okay? They could also be a Sagittarius, possibly. Could be a Sagittarius who needs a reality check, and they need to understand, like, hey, I'm going places, and I don't need you to be belittling me and bullying me into believing that I'm not capable. Okay? So, take care of this, Virgo. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Virgo.